just a day or so from now, little children everywhere will be waking up to one of the most coveted of Christmas gifts, a model train. But this week in Flemington, New Jersey, the biggest, most expensive, and most detailed model railroad of all made its debut. And as Gerald Copan reports, it takes more than a basement to contain the great American railway.
The late great film director Orson Welles once said that a movie studio was the biggest toy train set a boy could have. Obviously, he didn't live to see the great American railway. Because this is only a small fraction of a model train work of art that encompasses 52,000 square feet and has 8 miles of track upon which 125 individual trains run, more or less, on time. And if it's in our world, it's in this one. Churches, town halls, factories, even cemeteries. And if the Great American isn't the biggest model railroad on Earth, I don't even want to meet anyone fanatical enough to make a bigger one. Bruce Williams Zaccagnino broke the world's record with this layout. It's 15 times bigger than the previous record holder, a record held by, that's right, Bruce Williams Zaccagnino.
I guess my question is, why hasn't this kind of thing been done before? The technology is certainly there, plaster, electric trains, dolls. Why we're the first, I don't know.
Maybe because there aren't that many people willing to spend 4 years and $9 million to build 400 bridges and enough track that, if it were real, would reach from Philadelphia to Chicago. And maybe nobody else thinks you can control this many choo-choos without a computer in sight.
It's not that complicated, really. It looks it, but each track is numbered, each train is numbered, and we can pretty well tell where it is.
The limits of television simply don't allow us to give you any real idea of just how huge this setup is. But the truly amazing part is that 95% of the work here was done by one man, Bruce Williams Zaccagnino himself. Looking around here, it's a little bit like building the entire state of New Jersey in miniature, single-handed.
It's a passion. If this succeeds, I have 2 wings ready to be built. They'll be much grander this and very different than what's here now.
So if you're on Route 202 in New Jersey and see a sign that says Northlandz, it's well worth the price of admission. And Bruce, seeing how well you've done here, if you're up to the challenge, we know of one slightly bigger line that can only be saved by a giant. In Flemington, Gerald Copan, the Fox 10 o'clock news.
Amazing.
In Flemington.